Have you ever been super obsessed with a hobby and started to look at social media about your hobby and started to feel bad about how good you are at it compared to everyone else? Well, that's how I've been feeling about my niche hobby of making math art in Desmos. Every day, I scroll through Reddit and Discord and I see amazing things. People are creating their own video games inside the calculator, and whole 3D monsters and art pieces worthy of being in museums. And here I am feeling like I'm unable to do very much at all. They say that comparison is the thief of joy, and I think that's correct. Logically, I know that they didn't start out that good, and that the more I create, the more I'll learn. But emotionally, seeing so many cool things makes me feel bad. Instead of spending time working on a new project and honing my skills, I just procrastinate and do other things instead, like spend more time on Reddit and Discord, which makes the vicious cycle spin around and around again. It could also be that I'm past the Mount Stupid part of the Dunning-Kruger curve and have entered into the Valley of Despair part. That is, I know enough about math that I understand just how much I don't know about math. So when I saw Sara and Sean's videos where they make graphs with guests, I got really excited and asked them if I could be a guest to help motivate me to mope less and graph more. I thought maybe they could be my Desmos teachers and help me accomplish bigger and better things. Little did I know that they would take on more of a role of Desmos therapists than teachers, though they also did teach me a few things. We decided together to make a screensaver. When I was a kid, I loved seeing the screensavers on my family's Windows 95 PC. I have a deep nostalgic soft spot for the iconic Mystify, 3D Flower Box, and Starfield. Sara and Sean found this cool screensaver from the 2002 iMac called Flurry, and we got to work. We decided to work in the 3D grapher since we could easily change the colors based on coordinates, like I showed in my 3D color mapping tutorial. And we weren't going for an exact replica of the screensaver, just something that looked cool in the style of it. Sara and Sean were supportive from the get-go. Sean's amazing advice that he repeated to me later was,
I think the best way to do it is the way that makes the most sense to you.
I think that's really true, and I was getting in my head about not doing things the best way, when I just needed to start and do things in whatever way made sense to me. Sean had to repeat that multiple times throughout our session. Here he is again.
The best way to do it is the way that works for you.
I really appreciate how kind they were with me, and I learned a lot from the experience. I feel like I'm making progress on having a positive mindset through their support. We used parametric equations and trigonometry to make our screensaver, and I think it ended up being really cool. You can follow along with exactly what we did in a video on their channel. Besides coming out with a good result, the thing that I took away was to be more confident in the way I go about making math art, and to be kinder to myself, which is something my real therapist would say as well. So if you're out there feeling discouraged about other people being better than you at a certain hobby or skill, hopefully this video helped give you some motivation to connect with others, learn from them, and help you get past that discouragement. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to see if my skills improve in the future. And also, make sure to check out Sara and Sean's channel, Graph Time with Sara and Sean. They have some really cool stuff on there, including an episode with the CEO of Desmos.